It's exactly 10 days to election 2016. We'll soon know who becomes a member of parliament for which constituency and who becomes the president of the republic for the next 4 years. And today, we are on the ground on our final laps of constituency watch here in Ledzokuku, the third largest constituency in terms of population and the second in the Greater Accra region in terms of population, to find out what the chances of Benita Okity-Duah, the incumbent member of parliament, is, whether she stands a chance of retaining this seat, a thing that has happened only once in the history of this constituency. My name is Umaru Sanda Amado. Welcome to Politicos here on Citi TV. So today we are with the Member of Parliament and also the NDC parliamentary candidate for Ledzokuku here in Accra, Deputy Minister for Fisheries as well. A number of titles. You're welcome to Politicos, Sanda Okity-Duah.
Thank you, and you're also welcome to Ledzokuku.
How has the campaign been?
So far so good. We're doing our best. We're left with just 10 days, and we're putting in our all to make sure we retain the seat for the NDC.
Retain the seat, that's a tricky part. Only once did a member of parliament retain this seat. Subsequently, persons like Noli Ashite could not retain this seat. Nino Teduya could not retain this seat. You are in your first term. You think you can go for a second
Oh,
term?
surely we would retain the seat. Confidently, we would retain the seat. I'm saying this because, as you said, Honorable Ajay Boysekang of Blessed Memories, may his soul rest in peace, when the second time, his third term, which was in 2000, everybody was clamoring for change in that year. And unfortunately for us, as a party in Ledzokuku, our own people stood against him. That was his downfall. He would have gone on to have his third term. In 2004, we won the elections, but the election was rigged. Because I remember very well, I was at the collation center when we were told we had won, not that we had won. And we went around jubilating. When we came back, we got back to the police station. They said the election, the result has changed. You know, after collation, we have a difference of like 700 and something votes. So we had to proceed to court, and it never worked. In 2008, we came back for our seat. In 2012, we retained our seat. It is the NDC.
You don't think Ledzokuku is a swing constituency?
Not at all. The people of Ledzokuku love the NDC. And the people of Ledzokuku are now very discerning. They vote on issues. They don't vote because of where one comes from, or what you say to them. It's what they see. And a lot has gone on in Ledzokuku. That is why I'm so confident that come December 7th, the people of Ledzokuku are going to retain the NDC government and also retain me as the MP for Ledzokuku.
The thing with your constituency is that aside being a swing seat, it also behaves like the national electorates do. So if Ledzokuku votes for NPP and they determine that there should be an NPP MP, then there's definitely going to be an NPP president. And if they determine that there should be an NDC president, they determine across the nation. So in essence, Ledzokuku is the decider or a bellwether constituency. It
is not the decider. I disagree with you.
You disagree?
Yes.
How so?
I disagree because in 2000, in the year 2000, we had several independent candidates contesting our own person, okay? So that gave way to the NPP. In 2004, we had an NDC candidate who went to stand as independent, and he took away over 10,000 votes of ours. You know, if that didn't happen, we would have won. In fact, even that year, we won the election. I was there. We won the election. But it was rigged because it was the MPP that was in government then. It was rigged. You know, so Ledzokuku being the decider of the national vote, maybe that is your view, but I know when it is for the Ledzokuku is not a swing seat. It's so unfortunate that some circumstances gives the MPP the way to come in. But looking at our performance across board in all the electoral areas, in all the polling stations, you realize that Ledzokuku is for the NDC and NDC is for Ledzokuku.
I interviewed your opponent, Dr. Okity-Duah, on this same program, and he said that it's hands down for the NDC, a vibrant young man who is taking the constituency by
It's hands down for the
NPP.
NPP. That is what you say. Of course, he's contesting, and he wants people to believe him, so you say that.
He said you're out of touch.
I'm very, very accessible.
He said you do not go to the beach. You can't remember the last time you went to the beach. He says you are not on the ground. You send people to campaign for you.
It's neither here nor there. It's a total lie. Would I say, as the MP, since I became the MP for this constituency, I have been there for my people. I'm always with them. Even I take time out every Wednesday. You should visit me in the house. Every Wednesday, you see people line up. I spend the whole day with them, listening to them, seeing how I can solve their problems for them.
And what are the kind of problems they bring to you?
Oh, some bring school fees, some health issues, you know, different, you know, when you're a leader, you need to be accessible and you need to have a listening ear for your people.
But it's not your job to pay school fees.
It is not your job it is not my job to pay school fees, but it is my job to build people up, to help build people up. Development is not just about infrastructure. It's about human development too, and whatever I have to do to support my people in terms of education, in terms of trading, I will do it.
Are you not buying their votes?
I am not buying. I'm just stretching and helping hand for them.
As a deputy minister, what have you done for the coastal communities that engage in fishing?
As a deputy minister, as we speak, when you go along the Tishin, some of the communities, the fishmongers, I'm building sheds to protect them from the weather. Because most of the time you see when it rains, they can't, you know, continue with work. They would have to pack their fish. And that is even time, they are wasting time. And time is money. You know, when you go around, I've done quite a number of sheds for fishmongers across the constituency. Even last year, album motors. I've given out album motors. There were situations where certain people got the opportunity, had the album motors, and gave it out to people outside the constituency. But this is a situation where I went to the seashore and presented the album motors to them.
Are you not using undue advantage of your office as deputy minister
it's rather
giving out outboard motors in return for votes?
No, not at all. It is something they have paid for. Some people have paid for it. So as the deputy minister, I wouldn't say that because I'm a deputy minister, so when things are there for my constituency, I would not lobby for some for them.
Have you done the same for other coastal communities?
We've done the same for most of the fishing communities.
But you're doing it in an election year?
We are not doing it. I did it last year.
In anticipation of the votes?
Not in anticipation of the votes. It is a government program. Government has subsidized the album motors for them, and they need to take opportunity of that. You know, we can also say that because I'm the MP, so anything that comes to my anything on my table or anything that comes to the ministry, I wouldn't let them have it. Fortunately, World Bank is supporting us with building of some London sites. I've lobbied, and Ledzokuku is part of the first 6 that are going to benefit from this. You know, I even stretch a helping hand to fishermen who want to mend their fishing nets. Sometimes they go fishing, when they come back, their nets are torn, they are unable to buy thread to, you know, mend their nets. I support them in every way.
You buy them nets for mending their
I buy them threads, yes.
And you don't think that's also amounting to vote
It's
buying?
not. It is not.
It's part of the duties of a member of parliament?
Yes, it is part of my duty.
It's your job not to make laws for the country?
And my job is to make laws and to also facilitate the development to my community. Okay? So I can't sit aloof and say that I'm just going to sit in parliament and just do or contribute to government policies. Definitely when you contribute to government policies, your constituents at the long run benefit from it.
So you are good at lobbying and getting development to your people. Yet
yes.
The road in front of the Lekma Hospital has been in the same poor state since 2010.
The road in front of the Lekma Hospital was in 2004, sometime in August. Our then President Kufuor, came to cut salt for the commencement of the road. Did we see the light of day? But if you go to the road now, and if even go to interview genuine constituents, they will tell you for a fact that the NDC has worked. We are working on that road, and very, very soon we would finish with one side and we'll move to the other side and complete it. Rome was not built in a day, but if you tell yourself, I know you've been in Ledzokuku and you've been around, and you know how the state of the road before and the state of it now.
There hasn't been any improvement.
There have been a significant improvement. The only unfortunate thing is the contractors are off-site. They just gone on a little break and
because they haven't been paid?
They've been paid.
Why are they not working?
They are going to start working.
Why have they not worked?
They are going to work.
Why are they delayed?
They are working.
This is Politicos on Citi TV with me, Umaru Sanda. My guest today is the Honorable Deputy Minister for Fisheries, Member of Parliament for Ledzokuku, and NDC parliamentary candidate for this same constituency, the third largest constituency in terms of population nationwide and second largest in terms of population in the Greater Accra region, Sanda Benita Okity-Duah. I'm not sure if I've got the arrangement right.
You have, but to go back to the Teshi Link Road, that is not the only road we've even tackled in Ledzokuku. Look at Matechulu, the Matechulu overpass. Look at the road, the Bush Road, the Tabibiano roads.
The Rasta Road?
Yes, the Tabibiano Rasta Road. It wasn't like that. You agree with me that that road had serious holes, will I say manholes and valleys, you know. But today, what are we seeing there? You know, when you go to the Okity-Duah estate from the Teps Park, it didn't used to go through to Third Junction, but we fixed the road there. When you go to Teshi, there's a road just around the Divine Daycare School. It wasn't, there was no through road there, but we've constructed the drains and we fixed the road. We've started through to Sankara, you know. When you go to the Lekma Hospital in front of the nursing training school, we've constructed the road there. We've tarred it. Now we are even asphalting most of the roads in Teshi. You know, we are asphalting most of the roads in Teshi. Some people had the opportunity and they did not do it.
Very well. You have 137,375 constituents who are casting their ballot on December 7. What message do you have for them? They are watching you, and why should they vote for you?
What I want to tell the people of Ledzokuku is they gave me an opportunity in 2012, and they are going to judge me by what I said to them. I said I would liaise with stakeholders to make sure the water situation in Ledzokuku is resolved. And thank God today, water is running through our taps. I told them I'm going to help them in their education. Thank God today, I have lobbied for the community senior day school. We have a slot as a constituency. I have lobbied for the Mankarata school, the Muslim school, for the Teshi Zongo, which is almost completed. We are expanding the Teshi Technical School. I'm building an 18-unit classroom block for the pupils. I promised them I was going to continue with my free holiday classes, which I do, and our pupils have really taken advantage of it, and it's really, really helped them. All the promises that I made in 2012, God being on my side, I've been able to achieve 70%. We always say Rome was not built in a day. I am there for my people. I am a good leader for my people. I listen to them. I am so committed and selfless in serving the people of Ledzokuku, and they are going to vote for me massively based on what they have seen and how I relate to them. Relationship as a leader is very, very key, you know, and it is something that I believe in, that as a leader, you need to have compassion. As a leader, you need to be affable. As a leader, you need to be accessible. And I'm very accessible to my people, and they even say it. They said they've tested their own people. People have come and gone, but my reign as an MP is a different thing altogether.
In 30 seconds, how would you say that in Ghana?
Inyeme Ledzokuku bi. Nyeke mi ehinshi ojugba. Ni mi uwe nkenye ehinshi ojugba. Ke wie mokoba fonye hiya ke noni mafeine. Ni modromo na inye infesa 3-4 years enye nke fefe. Ewo enye hemo ke yelia ke won fe won kwe beni wo ba fe ni ma akọ mama papa nebu. Ewo ke ehin ha mi ehin hanye ke ehin hanye huwe ehin ha mi ni liake come December 7th ye fe nye budgeto ni nya afon shikie ha mi ke John Dramani Mahama ni wo fe wacha wonuchumo papa no ni NDC alo Ghana mane ke Ledzokuku constituency awo mama papa nebu yetwa no manye draw abla wo fe.
Yeah, Oyiwadon, and that is my guest Benita Sena Okity-Duah, Member of Parliament for Ledzokuku, who is seeking re-election. And of course, unless there's a runoff in any constituency, that will be our last segment for Constituency Watch here on Politicos on Citi TV. We'll catch you after the elections on December 7th and have a discussion with your new members of Parliament. My name is Sanda. Do stay tuned in to Citi TV.